applications, so I was playing a 1-up Damn. It was so good so often. I was like, it literally does the same thing. The only difference is I can't target the general. But I can also overload it to destroy all the constructs.
Right, yeah, you're like, that's fine, because if you play a general, there's typically golems that come with it. You're like, no.
So I think I got to overload it once or twice, and just incidentally got to like kill something big like 3 or 4 times.
Did your opponents make the meme of damn?
Damn. Yeah. Oh yeah, I used it to wipe away like two rhinos one time.
I still love on Moto, right? Like damn has the 4 asterisks if you try in the chats. So like in the store when like, hey, it costs this much for asterisk. It's like, really? Come on, wizards.
Yeah.
So it's like turn 1 Inquisition were Big Daddy Teferi. Yeah, God, this was from a while ago. Oof.
Is this jeskai or just blue-white?
I think it's blue-white, but we're splashing the red for prismatic endings, so we go up to 3.
Yeah.
And probably some sideboard stuff as well. I mean, because, why not?
Yeah. No engineer in this one, though?
I don't think so. I think, I think this one I was just like, alright, like trying out like blue-white control with like the Thopter finisher.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was the stage of the testing. I was like, man, like Goblin's just so good. Like, Goblin picks up the removal spell, and if he lives, he's just like,
Another counter.
It's like counter. It's a counter Teferi. He's like, Teferi. Yeah. I'm like, all right, well, Island Pass. You know you try anything.
You already know what's going on.
you already know the answer. No. Yeah, like, man, playing against Griefblade makes me want to build Griefblade, and I was like, I just don't want to spend that kind of money.
Man, when I played Griefblade, it made me not want to play Griefblade.
It's because you were playing some weird version of Griefblade.
Yeah, it's because I was playing Griefblade before they decided to play 10 ways to reanimate Grief, as opposed to the 4 that they were initially trying. Yeah. That was the real issue.
Well, so, it's Ephemerate, Undying Evil...
And Malachor Rebirths.
Malachor Rebirth, okay.
Yeah, it's mostly Ephemerate and Malachor Rebirths. Yeah. Because the Malachor Rebirths are 4 lands as well.
Yeah. Right, like 3-drop Teferi.
Oh, you got the Planeswalker stamp one too?
Yeah. I honestly prefer the stamp ones, because like, it makes them slightly more unique.
I'm just a slut for that little stamp.
I also like pre-release stamps personally as well.
But yeah, I miss like the old pre-release stamps.
I do as well, but
only because I don't have any fucking clue when sets came out. And so now,
September of 2016. God.
And so it having the month and the year was like, oh, okay, cool. I know that set came out then. But now it's just like, okay, well, I already knew that it came out in that year, but I had no clue if it was the first set or the last one.
Oof. So, Unholy... So it looks like he haggled a Grave Titan into the graveyard.
That's pretty good. And he's unmarked graving...
I would assume Unburial Rites?
Yeah, probably. Unless he's got like 2 persists in hand. Looks like he's got 1 card in hand.
Yeah, I think 1 card. Yeah, Unburial Rites. I mean, you have 4 mana.
For sure.
Like...
For sure.
It's like, yep. So, like, I know I don't have Big Daddy Teferi anymore, so I'm like, I think there's down tick, no targets, draw additional card. Trying to find some graveyard hate, because that's really what I need right now. It's like, Hollow Fountain.
Oh, wait, yeah, you got the counter spell still.
I have a counter spell.
Yeah.
So it's like, if you try to tap out Unburial Rites.
Yeah. Well, I was just thinking, I was like, I don't feel like you want to down tick Teferi. Because I was thinking, I feel like you want to save the bounce for whatever gets
I mean, if you get rid of that Grave Titan, the problem is that he still has 2 zombies, even by bounce.
I mean, yeah, he still has 2 zombies, but he doesn't have a 6/6 with Death Touch. Yeah. Not that part matters.
3, right.
A 6/6, making 2 more 2/2s every turn.
3, you cast that. Like, yep. Draw, I think it's another land. Uptick Teferi.
Looks like he's at 3 now.
Yeah.
Okay. Equip the Shadow Spear to Teferi. Teferi attacks for 1.
God, wish it worked like that.
Turns him into a 1/1.
Oh, yeah. Gisa Ghoul Caller EDH decks. I've seen some budget builds. Oh. Mind Sculptor. I think that's really bad. Mind Sculptor downtick on the Haggle. I think I should have kept. I think my goal is to try and keep the Teferi up. Because now you can just Unbury Rites and get Grave Titan.
Yeah.
But I can also just like brainstorm with Jace.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I definitely feel like you probably should have brainstormed there.
Haggle. Oh, I see he has Archon. I think that's what the big one is. Just like, oof.
Yeah. Like,
So not having the 2 mana up.
Well, yeah, because like, and by nature of you bouncing it to him, you're like giving him another discard outlet.
Yeah.
At least one that is still allows him to Unburial Rites.
Yeah.
That's
Like I said, this was way back when I was like, nah. You can definitely budget nowadays with zombie prices spiking. What are you talking about? Zombies, no one likes zombies in EDH or any other format.
No, I definitely...
No one likes zombies or elves or goblins or merfolk or dragons or angels.
I definitely didn't buy a playset of Gravecrawler when this set got announced. As soon as we saw Champion of the Perished. I didn't do that.
Right, like Teferi bounce, draw... Oh, alright. Urza is a very good top draw. It's like fast. I think I let Jace die. I think I should actually let the Teferi die and then down tick Jace because I would have had Jace on the board. I think would have been the correct one because then with Jace I can just 0 and get more advantage. So I think it's another misplay there.
That way and that way you just keep a Planeswalker as opposed to losing a Bolt. But at the end of the day, you're still going to have to deal with another Planeswalker.
Yeah. Right, because it's like, oh cool, Jace upticks, yeah, you're going to jump him with land.
Discarding another Archon, so he's got 2 reanimation targets again, but I don't think that he has any way to do it right.
I mean, he could have Persistent Hand, but I do have a counterspell, and I have 4 mana available to me.
Yeah.
Because Urza.
Yeah.
If the Brothers War set that comes out next year does not have an Urza Planeswalker, 1 man right in front of WotC.
I don't know if they will have him, like, as a Planeswalker, just because...
He was the first.
I mean, like, yeah, but by nature of that being, like, pre-mending, where he's so powerful that they just, like, wouldn't make a Walker card of it?
I bet you they would, but I think it would be the same thing with, like, Nico Bolas or Ugin. It would need to be very high-costed. He does really good things, but he's very high-costed.
Maybe they do it like Bolas, make him a flip. Make him creature flip into the
Oh, God,
That'd be kind of cool.
I can only get so erect, right? It's like, flip. Like, flip if you control, like, 6 or more artifacts.
Yeah.
Hey, Ryan, what? You dead.
Like, tap 5 untapped artifacts, flip them.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Oh, that still seems kind of low, I guess, depending on what the power of the card is.
Yeah. I mean, like, flip...
I'm excited for Mishra. I want to see Mishra on a card that is worth a damn.
4-color Mishra from Time Spiral isn't bad.
I mean, like, yeah, but it's such a, like, weird deck building restriction, and also, like, unplayable in Commander outside of you playing, like, Possibility Storm.
And? I mean, I feel like with Gisa, you definitely want to try and swarm. Gisa feels like the zombie version of elves in EDH.
Gisa? Dude, I don't know shit about it.
Yeah, I'm like, you got, he's like, Kroxa.
Lords, probably.
So, if I remember right, Kroxa is a cast ability, right? You cast him from the graveyard?
Kroxa?
Yeah. The escape is a cast cost?
Yes.
Cool. It's like, cool. Cryptic, counter him, draw.
Yeah. Giza, I mean, Lords would be a good thing. Ways to untap. Thornbite Staff is definitely a card that you would want, I think.
Probably.
That way you can just go Black Sack, untaps, just make a fuckload of zombies.
Right, it's like, equip Shadow Spear. Come across for, looks like 4 of a lifelink? Yep. I don't know what 2 cards in hand are. We're going to find out. Bridge. Bridge is a fine one.
Yeah, bridge is pretty good. You kind of have all the time in the world now.
I mean, you have to know, like, he still gets ETB effects, but, like,
I mean,
like, oh no, right? Like, I'll sack a construct every day to keep an
Yeah.
Urza. Like, tap 5 mana, get a free card?
yeah. Yeah, like, you have all the time in the world. Because...
I expect somebody to have, like, K commands and whatnot.
Yeah.
Because this is game 2, so, like, I feel like some hate.
Oh, I like some, but even then, like, the turn that he K commands...
Right.
Oh, I guess K commands instant speed.
Yeah.
But, like, usually...
Like, he does have 3 of the merchants.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, yeah, you could just, like, yeah, go ahead and drop that. Go ahead and, like, effectively pseudo tap out for me. This is fine. Because I will spin the wheel twice.
Yeah. I think you need 1 more mana to do it twice.
Oh, I mean, obviously I put that for turn on mine.
Yeah.
Also, Urza probably finding a land and or artifact is pretty high.
Oh yeah, that's true. Alright, so what's he doing?
So he's failed pushing Urza. That
Oh.
seems good.
He cracked the Sunbaked
Yeah.
to get that right. Yeah.
Yep.
And then
Lingering Souls?
Lingering Souls.
Yep. It's like, alright, good old fashioned race.
They're lingering.
Like Teferi bounce token.
There you go.
Draw a card. Oh, we're gonna play Saga for turn. Can we get rid of the last card in our hand? We can. Because it's a prismatic ending. Haha! Pass.
Saga's a good one.
Yeah, it is. Like right now, Bridge is holding me back from killing him. But if I like uptick to Fairy twice, I can put Bridge back in my hand and then attempt to go for a kill. Also, he's pseudo on a clock because if Urza Saga actually pops, I can go get the Soul Guide Lantern.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, alright, cast him. Take 2. To exile Lingering Souls. I'm like, yeah, go to 5, sure. Alright, untap, upkeep, draw. So we got another Teferi. Oh, wait, no, we got a Pluto Delta. Alright, cool. No cards in hand, uptick Teferi, pass. So no cards in hand, spirits can't attack me. I get to make I get to make 2 constructs, potentially. Alright. Stack that draw card. He's just digging for answers. Trying to find an answer to Bridge is especially difficult, especially with a welding draw on the board.
Yeah.
Hey, what do you have that makes me sack 2 artifacts?
Yeah. I'm trying to think. There's no card that's like straight target artifact can't be regenerated.
Actually, I think there is, but like.
Yeah, like, but there's not like many of them.
Yeah, it's also kind of like meh, because those usually cost a little more.
Artifact mutation, dude?
Something like
not
that.
That's legal in modern.
Yeah. You got Gorilla Shaman.
Gorilla Shaman. I forgot that that's in
Modern
the format now.
Yeah, Gorilla Shaman. Alright guys, we're gonna unback artifact lands. No!
Yeah, artifact mutation, it says it can't be regenerated. It's also not in its colors though. And again, not that it's legal in modern, because it's from Invasion. That's a fun card. It's a fun, like, e card.
So he's got 2 mana. I think he's just trying to figure out, like, how he wants to navigate this. He's like, I'll go to 3. Cast a second Haggler. It's like, sure, I'm going to make a construct. I think it's a sword. So I'm like, yeah, I think I make additional construct here. That goes. I'm pretty sure I should get Soul Guide Lantern here. assuming I have it in the main board in this version.
Yeah. Well, you said this game too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
that one.
Like, boop. Like, yes, I would like to exile a card from your graveyard. I'm pretty sure it's their name Croxa off the bat. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Crooks off the rip.
Right. I'm just like, I'll go ahead and uptick to fairy. Tap 2. We'll play a sword. Pass. Alright. So I'm like, now there's no Croxas in the bin. Next turn, I have to get a. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So they're 8/8 constructs. So I'm like, yeah. So it'd be a 9/9 construct with tramples. I'm like, yeah, that should be
large.
So I'm like, because I'd have to bounce the bridge. I'm like, yeah, that should be fine. Because then, hey, by the way, boop.
Yeah.
Like Shadow Spear, I've noticed more oftentimes than not for me, the trample matters more than the lifelink.
Yeah, but I mean, even then, like the lifelink's good for like if you're playing against burn.
Yeah, I was gonna say, but yeah, I was like more so it's like, hey, this 6/6 construct that you're just gonna keep jump blocking has trample now.
Yeah.
And then yeah, like the lifelink, I guess does help from crackbacks.
Yeah. Yeah, lets you attack without worry.
Yeah.
Wantonly, is that the word?
Something like that. So he's tapping 3. Oh.
Oh. What could he have?
He's just like pass. I'm like, alright, cool. So if I make the correct play here.
I feel like it's a land.
I think it's a land or it's a cryptic. If it's a cryptic, it's even better.
Yeah.
So it's like
yeah, you go bounce tap.
yeah. Yeah. No. Yeah. It's like end of your turn. Tap your dudes. My turn.
I wasn't even thinking that. I was thinking you do it on your turn and he's dead.
Yeah. So Griffin, I'm gonna tap your guys. I'll draw a card. I assume.
I feel like if it's on his end step, I think you do like bounce the bridge.
Oh, I had one card in hand, and so I think I didn't want the spirits being able to swing at Teferi.
Oh, okay. This is.
So that's why I was like, tap your team. This way, Teferi's still gonna live.
Oh, you're doing it on move to combat. Yeah.
I think during his upkeep, I'm like, this upkeep we're gonna do this because at that point I don't care. Hey, you bring Archon back, cool. Sack this construct.
Yeah.
Bounce my bridge. Good old cryptic.
It's one of those cards that like I always try to play and just never do.
I'm like, sure. Like, cool, here's an Urza. Just make the constructs bigger, because why not? Like, down tick, target bridge, boop you in the snoot. Extra hard.
And
Game 3.
that's right, he won the first one.
Yeah, you did.
Archon good.
Dude, like turn 1 to 3 Archon. It's just like, can I beat this? No, good game.
Yeah.
This like ETB and attack trigger is just like, oh, so hard to actually deal with. You're gonna order your crappy food?
Yeah.
Alright.
Ordered myself some Jimmy John's. I haven't eaten since
The dawn of time.
8 a.m.
The dawn of time.
I haven't eaten since like 8:30. It's 3.
Yeah. I'll just tell him to leave it at the door. So I'll just tell him to leave it at the door.
Oh yeah.
Because
That's a good idea.
I mean, it's always fun to watch, I guess, delivery drivers run from tiny dogs, but I also do not want a lawsuit, so... Yeah. So, for those of you watching now, and probably on the rewinds on YouTube, we are going to try and do a TSR draft on Halloween. We might try and live stream parts of that. Because why not? scare kids away with profanity yelling about top draws. and bomb rares.
Now that I ordered all my cards, I'm trying to think of if I'm looking for anything from Time Spiral Remastered now.
I mean, it was just like, oh, the big nice with Time Spiral Remasters. It's just one was like, oh look, there's Goyf, there's Thoughtseize, there's like
that's true.
Damnation. There's just like, oh yeah,
that's true. I forgot about those.
Those are just like staples. There's a bunch of just like weird staple cards in it, and it's like, yeah. Right.
If anybody pulls the Gemstone Caverns, I guess I want. I'm interested in that, so I can get rid of my scuffed one. Fucking $5 damage to hell one.
Sleeve playable, all that matters.
Oh, it's so good.
Dude,
I just honestly, I'm kind of sad that the other one that I got isn't like as damaged. I wish they matched in how shitty they look.
You can do that yourself, you know.
I know, but then when I get a nice one, I'd rather have one that looks nice. So I want to get 2 new ones.
One of the dealers up there was telling me that they bought a damaged LED, like worse than your gemstone damaged.
Oh yeah, I bet. It was one that was like literally torn in half, wasn't it?
No,
oh, okay.
It looked like someone like crumpled up in their pocket.
Hell yeah.
Right, so it was still like sleeve, quote unquote sleeve playable, but it was just I think they bought it from the guy for like $60 and they sold it for like $100 in like 15 minutes. Because it was like, hey, is that for sale? Yeah. How much? $100? Done. Because I was like, sleeve playable LED for $100? Done. I'd have been all over that as well.
Yeah, $100 LED.
Yeah. Right?
Sounds awesome.
I know, like now, I'm gonna have to pick up I need to pick up Tundras and Caverns for Legacy, because I also might want to run the Teferi version.
Need Caverns?
Yeah, because you name Merfolk because your whole Breacher or Emery isn't getting countered.
Oh, you're playing Emery too?
Yeah. Right? So it's like, yeah, you name Merfolk, and you're like, cool.
Yeah.
And then, like, if you hit the second one, you name Human because then you have Sai and Urza. So this one was like, yeah, no. Like, whole Breacher. Oh, you can't counter him? Good try. Cavern said no.
Yeah.
Turn 1 Bloodstained Mire, no follow-up. Soul Guide Lantern, no target.
Grabbing Savai Triome, more than likely.
I mean, yeah. Because, while he's doing that, the Domain deck, I know their turn 1, they grab Savai Triome, turn 2, they grab Breeding Pool, and they have Domain. It's like...
Pretty good.
Right? It's like, oh, here's the 5/5 Trampler from MH2, I can't remember his name. Or here's Draco, or here's Tribal Flames for 5 at the Dome.
I don't think he has Trample just naturally.
No.
So it's just
it's
like a 2-mana 5/5
right.
that rummages every time it attacks, or exiles.
Or exiles a card from the graveyard, which both are actually relevant abilities.
Yeah.
Is that what we're calling it now? We're calling it rummaging, it's not looting?
Well, it discards first.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so rummaging. Okay.
So it's when it discards first, it's rummage.
If it draws first,
it's looting.
Okay.
Because Rummaging Goblin and Merfolk looter.
Groxa looks like a discarded Shadow Spear?
Yeah.
Oof.
I mean, it doesn't seem like super necessary.
I mean, yeah, but like, Shadow Spear did kind of save me last game, but like, I know I have Counterspell and some other things in my hand.
It's not like you don't have ways to get shit out of the graveyard, too.
I don't think I do in this one.
Don't.
No.
Maybe.
Cause I don't think I was playing Goblin in this one.
Dude, whatever is the Saga set and graveyard.
Oh my, oof. That was the case, my nipples would cut glass all the time.
You like that guy from Scary Movie? Was that like the extra long one?
Yeah. What's wrong with you? Don't worry about it. It's 3... like hard cast Lingering Souls. I'm like, I'm just going to counter that because I can't deal with a bunch of tokens right now. Hall of Fountain take 2 Teferi. Oh, Ashiok. Oh, even better. Even better.
Yeah, Ashiok.
Oh. Ashiok's like down tick. Mill 4.
I hear that's a pretty good one.
Against
Allegedly.
against Reanimator? Nah. Like, it's 2 stars out of 10 at best.
Yeah. I guess if you had more like graveyard stuff, you'd want to target yourself, wouldn't you?
Yes, because you mill your opponent exiles.
Yeah.
But I'm also like, no, I'm running you out of resources at this point. Like,
yeah.
like I'm fine. Like everyone's like, Oh, don't you want to save Ashiok? No, you take Ashiok down every time. She's just going to die because you're taking resources away from the Reanimator deck.
Yeah. I guess, like, here, maybe you'd want to, like, leave it in case he's got, like, Bolt. But, like, he's not... At least, like... He's not going to have Bolt against you because it doesn't fucking do anything.
Yeah.
Like, he's not going to leave Bolt in. So I guess...
Like, at best he'd have, like, K command. Like, okay, deal it 2 and blow up your soul. I'm like, oh no, it's fine.
Yeah, you leave it at 3 to play around with K command, but...
I would still, yeah.
Even,
I would still
then,
just, yeah, I'll just take it down.
I don't think that it's...
It's like seasoned. I'm like, yeah, sure.
Much.
Yeah, what are we discarding?
Persist
and something else.
It looks like it's full art, so it might be like Croxa, because I don't think I've seen anything else that's missing the frame.
Yeah, it might be the unhollowed or unmarked grave.
Yeah, I guess it could.
It's like a position. I'm like, you want Teferi or a counterspell? He's probably like, God damn it. I think you take the Teferi. Oh, to land, because he only made 1 token.
You take the Teferi?
I think you take the Teferi.
I feel like you should take the... I don't know.
I think Teferi's right call, because like, oh, so I think it's unmarked.
Yeah, it's probably unmarked grave though.
I'm like, well, I might as well just crack that draw card, because...
Yeah.
Like, down tick, because I'm like, Ashiok's just going to do the job anyway.
Grave Titan, Priest.
Another...
It looked like
soul.
Pyro.
Yep.
Pyro on top.
Alright. So the question is like, yeah, can my deck beat tokens? I'm like, if I can hit a Supreme Verdict, yes. He's like, 3 at Ashiok. I'm like, only 3? He's like, no, everything. I was like, okay. Because he's telling me like with the... about to crack the land. He's like, you know what, no, you're right, everything. So it looks like he does have a K command in hand.
Yeah, K command in hand.
Lingering Souls. What's a big? I was like, if you want to waste it, I'm like, yeah, I might as well.
That's good for him with the K command.
Yeah. I mean, I also don't have a board where the K command matters.
Well, yeah.
Currently, so. Like, alright, we're both gonna fetch. Yeah, so like, Supreme Verdict off the top would be really good. Oh yeah, just like immediately flash it back. I'm like, yeah, so Supreme Verdict on the top would be like the best draw.
Yeah, counterspell.
Counterspell.
And land in hand?
Yep. So 2, 4, 6. I'm on a 3-turn clock currently.
He's got the K command, so he could reach for 2.
Right, but 18. It still wouldn't be enough.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Untap. Oh, it's a good top draw.
Whirza.
Yep. So looks like he's a trigger on the stack. Yeah. Sack draw. I think he's looking for a fatal push.
He could.
So he's like, triggers on the stack. He's like, yeah, it's gonna.
Looks like he might shock you, make you discard. No, Kai's Guile. Okay.
You sacrifice creature. Yeah. I'm like, all right.
You make a 1/1.
Yeah, probably.
No, he exiled you yard.
Yeah, which is fair. I'm like, yeah, just take it. So we're on top draw. Bridge is a pretty good top draw. He does have K command though.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, yep, 1 card.
It is the counterspell.
It's the counterspell, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So I think I'm at 6 though. So like he would be pressured into attack. Let me go to 2 and attempt to K command me.
Yeah, you have a card in hand.
I was like, yeah, block 1, take 3, go to 2. It's like K command. It's like, no, thank you. It's like, no, come on. No reaction of him.
Yeah.
It's like, got him. It's like, yeah, go. I'm like, all right, pass. I'm like, show me artifact destruction. I think he top draws it in this one, if I remember right.
It looked like it was crack, a land to crack.
Yeah. I guess like Croxa also would win some of the game here. So. It's like, alright, and I was like, yeah, 2 is the same as 1 against this deck. I'm like, yeah, we might as well just fetch down to 1. What you gonna do, gut shot me?
That'd be awesome.
I've done it to a few people before.
Fuck, I love gut shot. Gut shot's the only valid Phyrexian mana card.
Mutagenic growth, mental
No,
misstep,
fuck 'em.
Titaxium Pro.
I hate all those. Gut shot's the only valid one, is what I said.
Surgical extraction.
Oh wait, yeah, there's surgical. Surgical's okay. I fuck with surgical.
I mean, everybody does off and on, realistically. Like, it's always like, surgical's on the board, surgical's no longer board, surgical on the board, not on the board. Make up your mind. Alright, I think at some point he draws a wear tear. Oh, that's Thoughtseize. Still alive.
No.
It's like 6.
He's drawing live to like
There's a bunch of things. Like if he gets 2 more mana, Croxa, Archon, if he gets a few more mana, it's like cool. I path him.
Is I guess remessed up deck then.
I mean, like sure. Or keep the 1 card in my hand so he can go. Hey, no.
I wonder how long it would take for Jimmy Jones to get here.
15-20 minutes probably.
Right. I got my email at 3:01.
Alright. Come on, man. Pull this game out. I believe in you. Nope, we're still feigning death here.
It's like, yeah, you're living.
It's like, flash it back. Look at me just drawing land. I can't even draw live.
Well, at least you can play the land.
He's like, Archon. He's like, alright. Exile. Like, yeah, alright. Oh, man. That was a fun, grindy one. Like, sometimes Bridge is just like, alright, I'm going to try and stall 5 more turns. Oh, I win now? Perfect.
Yeah.